I'm going to talk about the reasons for learning English and the best ways to do it, especially with reference to online learning, which has become so important over the last year and a half. Now, first of all, why learn English? Well, it has become what is known as the lingua franca, that's to say the world language. In Europe, 2,000 years ago, it was Latin, and before that it was Greek. This means to say it's a language that everybody has common reference to and can use to communicate across the globe. Now, English has become the language of international business and law, diplomacy, medicine, computer technology and programming, marine navigation and aviation as well. So very, very important. Also, it's the number one language for science. So the next question is what's the most effective way to learn? And in this respect, online learning can play a part, but not the way that it's been done by most schools across the world during the time of this pandemic. And that is that in most cases, schools have tried to adapt the classroom teaching approach and deliver through the video conference call. And that hasn't worked. And I'm not going to spend time explaining why it hasn't worked, but basically what should have happened was a repetition of the model that's been used by universities in particular over the years. And that is the prepared video lesson, which can be taken from something that's already in existence, perhaps a professionally made educational video, for example, as produced by the BBC or some other source material, which should then be followed by a timed assessment in which the student completes their work and then submits it, and then it's marked. And it's at that time that the video conference call, the Zoom or the Skype call, or the Google Classroom is used to give feedback and answer questions. Yes, so those are the three stages that can make online learning successful. Step one, the exposure to the material that the student can watch as many times as they like. Then the timed assessment, and it has to be timed. And then the marking the feedback and the correction session, which can be part of the video conference call. And then the setting of the next task for the next level of achievement. Now, just to add to this, one way that many people have learned English is not through lessons or tuition, but through watching films or listening to songs, usually on a medium like YouTube, and also in versions which show the lyrics or the words, yes, or the subtitles in the case of films. Now, this provides vocabulary, it provides pronunciation, it provides grammar in use, it provides exposure to idioms, but it does it in an interesting and engaging way. The problem with the textbook or even the formal instructional video is that they can be a little bit boring and a little bit tedious. This way, we can learn through entertainment, and also most films, if they're good, and certainly most songs, if they're well thought out, convey a message as well, which is helping us spiritually, if you like, or developing our intellectual or critical thinking skills too. So we're learning a lot. And this is the way that native speaker children learn anyway. They learn through exposure to stories and songs and English in everyday use. So in this case, the switch to online, if it's used effectively, can actually be more effective and more powerful than the classroom method with the teacher and other students and the textbook and the whiteboard and the audio-visual support materials. It can actually be more effective. The problem is that so far it hasn't, and that's because there are not the right methods, have been used.